Number 1, the model below represents the equation 3x plus 4 equals 2x minus 6. What value of x makes the equation true? A, 10, B, 2, C, negative 2, D, negative 10. Number 2, which situation can be represented by this equation? 2,500 plus 40x equals 7,300 minus 60x. F. Jay started with 2,500 blankets for the blanket drive. He collected 40 more blankets each week. Candace started with 7,300 blankets for the blanket drive, and she collects 60 more blankets each week. What is X, the number of weeks that need to pass in order for Jay and Candace to have the same number of blankets? G. Jay started with a savings of $2,500 and adds $40 to his savings each week. Candace started with $7,300 in savings and spends $60 of her savings each week. What is X, the number of weeks that need to pass in order for Jay and Candace to have the same amount of savings? H. Jay earns 2,500 points on his rewards and card each time he reaches a new customer level. Candace earns 7,300 points on her rewards card each time she reaches a new customer level. What is X, the number of levels that Jay and Candace would have to achieve to have an equal number of points? J. Jay has a cylindrical fish tank that originally contained 2,500 fluid ounces of water and is being filled at a rate of 60 fluid ounces per minute. Candace has a cylindrical fish tank that originally contained 7,500 fluid ounces of water and is being drained at a rate of 40 fluid ounces per minute. What is X, the number of minutes that needs to pass so that Candace's fish tank will contain more water than Jay's fish tank? Number 3, Purple Taxi has no pickup fee but charges 25 cents per mile. ABC Taxi charges $3 for pickup and 15 cents per mile. Which inequality can be used to find the number of miles in for which the cost of a cab ride with Purple Taxi exceeds the cost of a cab ride with ABC Taxi? A. 0.25n is less than or equal to 3 plus 0.15n. B. 0.25n plus 3 is less than 0.15n. C. 0.25n is greater than 0.15n plus 3. D. 3 plus 0.15n is greater than 0.25n. Number 4, which of the following models could form a right triangle? Number 5, what are the slope and y-intercept of the line below? A slope of negative 0.5 with a y-intercept of 4. B, a slope of negative 2 with a y-intercept of 4. C, a slope of negative 0.5 with a y-intercept of 2. D, a slope of negative 2 with a y-intercept of 2. Number 6, a television screen is described in terms of the diagonal measure of its screen. If a TV screen is 20 inches wide and 15 inches high, what is the length of its diagonal? F, 5.9 inches. G, 13.2 inches. H, 25 inches. J, 35 inches. Number 7. Daniel is playing catch with his friend. He throws the baseball from point A to point B, shown on the coordinate plane, where each unit represents 1 yard. How far does Daniel throw the baseball? Round your answer to the nearest yard. A, 4 yards. B, 6 yards. C, 7 yards. D, 8 yards. Number 8. The points P, Q, R, S are given below. Which answer or choice has these points in order from greatest to least? F, R, P, S, Q, G, RSQP, H, PQSR, J, QSPR. Number 9. Using the diagram below, where would you place the square root of 3? A, rational numbers, B, integers, C, whole numbers, D, irrational numbers. Number 10. Which algebraic rule describes the dilation below with the origin as the center of dilation? F, x comma y yields x comma y. G, x comma y yields 3x comma 3y. H, x comma y yields x plus 3 y plus 3. J, x comma y yields 1x comma 3y. Number 11. Which equation best describes the linear relationship between the corresponding values of x and y shown in the table? A, y equals x minus 10. B, y equals 2x minus 8. C, y equals 3x minus 6. D, y equals x squared minus 8. Number 12. The diameter of the sun can be expressed in scientific notation as 8.654 times 10 to the 5th miles. What is another way to express this measure? F, 86,540,000 miles. G, 865,400 miles. H, 8,654,000 miles. J, 86,540 miles. Number 13. A triangle has vertices 0, 0, 9, 4, and negative 2, 10. What are the coordinates of the triangle after applying the following rule? X comma y yields half x, half y. A prime 0, 0, B prime 18, 8, C prime negative 4, 20. B, A prime 0.5, 0.5, B prime 9.5, 4.5, C prime negative 2.5, 10.5. C, A prime 0, 0, B prime 3, 2, C prime 0, 5, and D, A prime 0, 0, B prime 4.5, 2, C prime negative 1, 5. Number 14. Two ladders are leaning against two trees at the same angle to create two similar right triangles as shown in the picture below. Which of the following proportions could not be used to determine the value of x? F, x over 12 equals 30 over 10. G, x over 12 equals 10 over 30. H, x over 30 equals 12 over 10. J, 30 over x equals 10 over 12. Number 15. Pentagon PQRST is graphed on the coordinate grid below. Which of the following points would be the location of S prime after PQRST is dilated by a scale factor of 2? A, 4, negative 5. B, 2, negative 6. C, 4, negative 6. D, 4, negative 3. Number 16. Which is the best representation of the following equation? Y equals 2x minus 5. Graph 1, graph 2, graph 3, graph 4. F, graph 1. G, graph 2. H, graph 3. J, graph 4. Number 17. Mallory and Amy save money for summer camp. They both plan to save the same amount of money. Mallory has $35 and plans to save $15 each week. Amy has $5 and plans to save $50 each week. Which of the following can be used to determine X, the number of weeks it will take Mallory and Amy to save the same amount of money? A, 35x plus 5 equals 15x plus 50. B, 35x plus 15 equals 50x plus 5. C, 50x plus 35 equals 15x plus 5. D, 50x plus 5 equals 15x plus 35. Number 18. The model below represents the equation x plus 4 equals 4x plus 2. What value of x makes the equation true? F, 2/3, G, 2, H, 6/5, J, 4. Number 19. A water hose discharges water at a rate of 45 gallons per minute. Which graph has a slope that best represents this rate? Number 20. Mr. Harrington wrote 4 irrational numbers on the board and asked Jared to choose the number closest to 3. Which irrational number should Jared choose? F, the square root of 6, G, the square root of 10, H, the square root of 12, J, the square root of 14. (21) Which list shows the numbers in order from least to greatest? A, 9/4, square root of 8, 2.5, 230%, 2.31. B, 230%, 2.5, 9/4, square root of 8, 2.31. C, 9/4, 230%, 2.31, 2.5, square root of 8. D, square root of 8, 2.5, 2.31, 230%, 9/4. Number 22. A regular pentagon is dilated by a scale factor of 3/2 to create a new pentagon. Which of the following statements is true? F, the perimeter of the new pentagon is 3/2 the perimeter of the original pentagon. G, the perimeter of the new pentagon is 9/4 the perimeter of the original pentagon. H, the perimeter of the new pentagon is 9/2 the perimeter of the original pentagon. J, the perimeter of the new pentagon is 15/2 the perimeter of the original pentagon. Number 23. Which of the following represents a non-proportional relationship? A, Catherine charges $28 per hour to tutor students. B, Tamara charges $35 per hour to tutor students plus a $5 gas fee. C, Kelly charges $40 per hour to tutor students. D, Leslie charges $10 per hour but only will tutor her friends. Number 24. What is the value of J in the diagram below? F, 25 degrees, G, 30 degrees, H, 80 degrees, J, 100 degrees. Number 25. Which graph represents y as a function of x? Number 26. Which of the following does not represent a function? Number 27. Which graph represents a proportional relationship between the total cost and the number of hours? Number 28. A furniture designer built the bookcase shown below. Line A is parallel to line B. If the measure of angle 5 equals 105 degrees, what is the measure of angle 2? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value.